एवरीवन, वेलकम टू अचीवर्स एकेडमी। तो आज हम लोग मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री डिस्कस करेंगे थ्रू क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस बनाए हैं, एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चंस। सो उन क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू हम मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री के टॉपिक्स एनालिसिस करेंगे, डिस्कस करेंगे। सो दैट विल हेल्प अस टू रिवाइज द टॉपिक एज वेल एज विल सॉल्व एज मेनी एज क्वेश्चंस पॉसिबल. So we'll start with the later Mughals, because the modern India history is starting with the later Mughals. Later Mughals means the Mughals after Aurangzeb, because till Aurangzeb the Mughals were very powerful, like your Babur, Akbar and Shah Jahan. They were powerful Mughals, but after Aurangzeb the Mughals were not that powerful compared to the Mughals who came before Aurangzeb. So the first question is that which of the following Mughal ruler replaced Aurangzeb after his death? So I will request you guys to pause the video and solve the question by your own, and then we'll move forward. First question, which of the following Mughal ruler replaced Aurangzeb after his death? Option A Jahandar Shah, option B Bahadur Shah, option C Farooq Shiar, and option D Ahmad Shah. The correct answer is Bahadur Shah. Option B Bahadur Shah is the correct answer. Okay, and just a minute. Okay, so Aurangzeb died in 1707. So after his death, three of his sons were fought for the throne, and among them the 65-year-old Bahadur Shah became the king, and he continued the empire till 1712. So from 1709 to 1712, Bahadur Shah was ruling in India, and he replaced Aurangzeb after his death. So the correct answer would be option B Bahadur Shah. Next question number 2. Consider the following statement regarding Bahadur Shah's policy. Point 1, he tried to control over Rajput states by appointing puppet rulers there. Point 2, towards Maratha his policy was half-hearted. So which of the above statement are correct? Option A only 1, option B only 2, option C both 1 and 2, and option D none. So the correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. He tried to control over the Rajput states by replacing Jai Singh by his younger brother Vijay Singh in Amber, and he forced Ajit Singh to give power to the Mughals in Marwar. So he tried to control over the Rajput rulers, and along with that his policy towards Maratha was half-hearted. He allowed Sardeshmukhi he allowed to collect Sardeshmukhi tax to the Marathas, but he did not allow to collect the Chauth tax to the Marathas. So his policy towards the Marathas are half-hearted, but he tried to control over the Rajput states. Next, which of the following, with the help of which noble Jahandar Shah became the king? So after Bahadur Shah, Jahandar Shah replaced him. So the question is, with the help of which noble Jahandar Shah became king? So the correct answer is Zulfikar Khan. So in this later Mughal, the nobles will take over the power in the royal courts. So the power of the Mughals will decline. So Jahandar Shah became the king with the help of Zulfikar Khan. So the answer is option C, that is Zulfikar Khan. Next, who introduced Ijara system in India? Option A Jahandar Shah, option B Bahadur Shah, option C Farooq Shiar, and option D Ahmad Shah. The correct answer is Jahandar Shah. Option A Jahandar Shah is the correct answer. So Ijara system is a revenue farming system. So by this system Jahandar Shah want to check the recklessness growth of the Jagirdars. So he introduced Ijara system in Mughal Empire. So the correct answer of question number 4 is option A Jahandar Shah. What is Ijara system again? So the answer is B revenue farming system. Next, who are called as Sayyid brothers, that is also known as kingmakers. So who are called as Sayyid brothers? A. Abdullah Khan, B. Hussain Ali Khan, option C. Zulfikar Khan, and option D. both A and B. So the correct answer is both A and B, that is Abdullah Khan and Hussain Ali Khan. So after Jahandar Shah, Farooq Siyar became the king with the help of Sayyid brothers. So Sayyid brothers, the name of those two brothers are Abdullah Khan and Hussain Ali Khan. So the correct answer is option D, both A and B. Next, which of the following later Mughals gave permission to collect Chauth tax to Marathas? So I have already told you that Bahadur Shah's policy towards Maratha was half-hearted. He allowed Marathas to collect the Sardeshmukhi tax, but he did not allow to collect the Chauth tax. So which of the following later Mughals gave permission to collect Chauth tax to Marathas? Option A, Jahandar Shah, option B, Bahadur Shah, option C, Farooq Siyar, and option D, Muhammad Shah. So the correct answer is option D, Muhammad Shah. Actually, Jahandar Shah also allowed Marathas to collect the Sardeshmukhi tax, but after Jahandar Shah, Farooq Siyar replaced him, and Farooq Siyar was against the Sayyid brothers, and later Sayyid brothers killed Farooq Siyar in 1719, and after Farooq Siyar he was replaced by the Muhammad Shah. Sayyid brothers replaced Muhammad Shah with Farooq Siyar. So Muhammad Shah allowed the Marathas to collect the Chauth tax, and the reign of Muhammad Shah is from 1719 to 1748. So Muhammad Shah was a puppet ruler because he was so young at that time. He was only 18-year-old. So the policies were mainly decided by these Sayyid brothers. So Sayyid brothers had a tolerant policy towards religion, so that they abolished Jizya system, and they wanted to make a good connection with Rajputs and with Marathas. So that's why he allowed Sahu to collect the Chauth tax. So the option C will be Muhammad Shah. Although Sayyid brothers were taking the decisions, but ultimately Muhammad Shah was ruling at that time. So the correct answer would be option D, Muhammad Shah. Which of the following ruler is coming under the later Mughals? So later Mughals, I have already told you, later Mughals are the Mughals, those who are coming after the Aurangzeb. So option A, Sher Shah Suri, option B, Jahangir, option C, Aurangzeb, and after option D, Jahandar Shah. So this is a easy question. Sher Shah Suri, Jahangir, and Aurangzeb, obviously they came before Aurangzeb, but Jahandar Shah came after Aurangzeb. So the answer would be option D, Jahandar Shah. Okay. Next, who along with the king Muhammad Shah made a conspiracy to kill Sayyid brothers? So Sayyid brothers were the kingmakers. They made Farooq Siyar as a king. Then when Farooq Siyar went against these two brothers, then these two brothers killed Farooq Siyar and replaced Muhammad Shah. But Muhammad Shah made a conspiracy with one person, and along with him he killed the Sayyid brothers and became the sole king of Mughals. So who is that person? Option A, Hussain Ali Khan, option B, Zulfikar Khan, option C, Nizam ul Mulk, and option D, all of the above. So the correct answer is Nizam ul Mulk. So Nizam ul Mulk, along with his father Muhammad Amin, made a conspiracy theory against the Sayyid brothers with the help of Muhammad Shah, and they killed the Sayyid brothers. So then after Nizam ul Mulk found the Hyderabad city later. So the correct answer is option C, Nizam ul Mulk. Option 10, question 10. Who among the following is the founder of Hyderabad? Hussain Ali Khan, Zulfikar Khan, Nizam ul Mulk, or Sayyid brothers? The correct answer is Nizam ul Mulk. So Nizam ul Mulk was the supporter of Muhammad Shah, but once this Sayyid brothers died, Muhammad Shah became the sole ruler of the Mughals, but he was not able to control the empire like the Sayyid brothers or the Mughal rulers who came before Muhammad Shah. Okay, after Aurangzeb, the power of Mughals went down, But Muhammad Shah's policy showed this weakness to other rulers. Like his policies are not as much as good, so that he is not able to consolidate his empire, and he is also known as Rangila ruler because of his luxurious lifestyles. So with the by this disgusting policies, by these policies, Nizamul Mulk became disgusted and he left the Mughal Empire and he found the Hyderabad city in 1724. So the correct answer is option C, Nizam ul Mulk. Question number 11. Battle of Karnal was fought between whom? Option A, Nadir Shah and Bahadur Shah. Option B, Ahmad Shah Abdali and Marathas. Option C, Nadir Shah and Muhammad Shah. Option D, Ahmad Shah Abdali and Nizam. So the correct answer is Nadir Shah and Muhammad Shah. So Muhammad Shah was a weak ruler. So that was not known to the other people present at that time, like the subsidiary states and the other independent states. And at that time, foreign powers were also there, but to them, this fact was not known that Mughal power is declined after Aurangzeb. But this war, the Battle of Karnal, showed this weakness to the other rulers present in India at that time. So the Battle of Karnal was fought between Nadir Shah and Muhammad Shah in 1739. Okay, so the correct answer is option number C, that is Nadir Shah and Muhammad Shah. Question number 12. Battle of Karnal was fought in which year? I've already told you the answer is 1739. Okay, option A, in 1739, Battle of Karnal was fought between Nadir Shah and Muhammad Shah, and of course Nadir Shah won in the Battle of Karnal, and he plundered Delhi at that time and he took away Kohinoor, peacock thrones, as well as so many costly goods and ornaments from Mughal treasury, and along with that he took away 70 crore rupees from Mughal treasury at that time. So next question is regarding that also, that who took Kohinoor from Mughals. So Kohinoor was first from this Kakatiya Empire, then after it came to the Mughals. Then from Mughals, Nadir Shah took the Kohinoor from the Mughals after the Battle of Karnal in 1739. Okay. So after this Battle of Karnal, Nadir Shah did not rule Nadir Shah did not rule the Mughal Empire, or he did not rule over the India. He released Muhammad Shah and tell him to rule in India, but under the Nadir Shah's rule. So after Nadir Shah, after Muhammad Shah, other later Mughals came, like your Ahmad Shah. So on his time, Queen Mother Udambai was ruling, and after Ahmad Shah, Alamgir II replaced Ahmad Shah, and Alamgir II was during 1754 to 1758. So the next question is regarding that that Battle of Plassey happened during which Mughal ruler's reign? Option A, Ahmad Shah. Option B, Jahandar Shah. Option C, Alamgir II. Option D, Shah Alam II. So the correct answer is Alamgir II. Battle of Plassey, that is during 1757, was during Alamgir II. Battle of Buxar, that happened in 1764, was during which Mughal ruler's reign? Ahmad Shah. Option B, Jahandar Shah. Option C, Alamgir II. And option D, Shah Alam II. So the correct answer is Shah Alam II. During Alamgir II's reign, Battle of Plassey happened in 1757, but during Shah Alam II's reign, Battle of Panipat happened. Battle of Panipat, and along with that, Battle of Buxar happened in 1757, 1761 and 1764 respectively. Question number 16. Who is the last Mughal ruler? Option A, Bahadur Shah II. Option B, Jahandar Shah. Option C, Alamgir II. And option D, Shah Alam II. So the correct answer is option A, Bahadur Shah II. So you can remember this fact that the later Mughals began with Bahadur Shah I and end with Bahadur Shah II. So the last Mughal ruler of India was Bahadur Shah II. Question number 17. Which of the following states is not succession state of Mughals? So when Mughal Empire disintegrated physically, then it divided into various states like succession states, independent state, and some new states. So the succession states, which is not a succession state. Question number 17 is asking about which is not a succession state. Option A, Awadh. Option B, Bengal. Option C, Maratha. Option D, Hyderabad. So the correct answer is option C, Maratha. Maratha was not the succession state. Awadh, Bengal and Hyderabad were the succession states. Question number 18. Which one of the following is not an independent state after Mughals? Option A, Mysore. Option B, Kerala. Option C, Rajput states, and option D, Sikh. So the correct answer is Sikh. Sikh was not an independent state after Mughals. So during the later Mughals, like after, you can say, Battle of Karnal, the physical breakdown of Mughal Empire started, and the Mughal Empire divided into succession states, independent state and new states. So the succession states were Awadh, Bengal and Hyderabad. Independent states were Mysore, Kerala and Rajput states, and at the same time some new states also emerged like Maratha, Sikh and Jat. Question number 19. Under whom Bengal became independent? Option A, Murshid Quali Khan. Option B, Ali Vardi Khan. Option C, Nizam. Option D, both A and B. So the correct answer is option D, both A and B, that is Murshid Quali Khan and Ali Vardi Khan. Under them, Bengal became independent. So earlier these kingdoms, this Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad are coming under Mughal Empire. But once Mughal became weak, and that weakness showed to other rulers, other Nawabs who are ruling at that time, they started to declare themselves as an independent ruler from the Mughal Empire. So the succession states who declared themselves independent from the Mughal Empire were Awadh, Bengal and Hyderabad. Hyderabad was already founded by Nizam-ul-Mulk in 1724, but Bengal came into independent power under Murshid Quali Khan and Ali Vardi Khan. Question number 20. Who granted Takkavi loan in Bengal region? The correct answer is Ali Vardi Khan, option B. So Ali Vardi Khan granted Takkavi loan in Bengal region. So Murshid Quali Khan became the governor or the ruler, you can say, in Bengal. But after Murshid Quali Khan, his son-in-law Sujauddin was replaced Murshid Quali Khan. But during that time, Ali Vardi Khan was powerful and he killed Sujauddin and became the king or the Nawab of Bengal during 1727. And Ali Vardi Khan later introduced the Takkavi loan in the Bengal region. So the correct answer is option B, Ali Vardi Khan.